welcome to TCSN. First up is world news. A plane carrying a Brazilian football team crashed near Colombia while on its way to a tournament, killing 71 people. The pilot running the plane had told air traffic controllers that he'd run out of fuel. He repeatedly asked permission to land the plane, but just as he said that, the plane then crashed into a mountain and fell into a cockpit. The crash killed 71 out of the 77 on board, with 6 survivors. 7 were found alive, but 1 died later on. One of the 6 survivors told reporters that most of the people had died because they weren't following the specific safety instructions that they were told at the beginning of the flight. He said the only reason he had survived was because he had followed those instructions. He explained that most people on the flight had panicked and gotten out of their seats screaming instead of putting their head down and preparing for the impact. Pope Francis heard about the news and said he was sending out prayers to all the families and survivors going through a rough time, and you should also. That's all for world news. Now on to Evan with Science Tech News.
Do you know anybody who has Parkinson's disease? Well, a recent study shows that this disease might actually be caused in the stomach. Parkinson's disease is a disease that causes brain inflammation, causing slower movements, stiffness, and loss of balance. Protein in the stomach called alpha-synuclein is sent from the stomach to the brain and causes the inflammation in Parkinson's disease in large amounts. Scientists have been studying this hypothesis with rats, and so far it has been proven true. Now scientists are just trying to figure out if it is actual cause of the disease in humans. So targeted probiotic therapy might be a treatment option in the future for those with Parkinson's disease. Scientists now have to figure out if this is the actual cause or if it is just helping the process.
You hurry through the checkout line, push people out of your way, and race to your car. It's too late. You got a parking ticket. But what if, instead of paying a parking ticket, you could donate to charity? A Canadian town is doing just that. The town is called Isenville. It is just north of Toronto in Canada. They recently started a 3-week Scrooge the Ticket campaign. The program runs for 3 weeks before Christmas and invites residents to consider paying their parking fines with a donation to charity of equal or greater value. The average parking ticket cost is $30. Donations have to be in the form of children's toys, non-perishable food items, or gift cards, and are donated to the local community church's Christmas outreach program. Last year, over 2 weeks, $1,100 worth of goods were donated. This year, Scrooge the Ticket will last 3 weeks, with the hope to give more people a chance to opt out of parking tickets and help the poor. On social media, residents have praised the idea as a fantastic way to pay it forward. It is not, however, the first of its kind. Similar Toys for Tickets programs run in a handful of other Canadian cities, as well as across the border in the United States. We really saw our residents get into the spirit of this last year, and we are excited to hold our second Scrooge the Ticket campaign, said the mayor of Isenville. No one likes getting a parking ticket, but this is a thoughtful way to have our residents give generously to a great cause leading into the holiday season. That's all for TCSN this week.